Fellow auto detailers, welcome to the show that features interviews with today's most successful auto detailers. This is the Auto Detailing Podcast. Here's your host, Jimbo Balaam.
Hey everyone, welcome to this episode of the Auto Detailing Podcast. I'm recording actually this little intro live from the Classic Auto Show in LA at the LA Convention Center. I've been here all weekend, and kind of over the course of the weekend, I'm hosting or emceeing the Auto Detailing Studio stage here at the Classic Auto Show. And I'm positioned right next to the big Meguiar's truck. And one of the cool things that happens at these shows is you're here all day, so you end up spending a lot of time and kind of talking multiple times with the people in the booths right around you. So one of the booths next to me, obviously, is the big Meguiar's truck, and obviously I know some of the people from Meguiar's, but what's been fun is getting to know one of the truck drivers that actually drives one of two of the big 18-wheelers around the country, going to different shows and setting up for booths and stuff. So that's what this episode is going to be. I'm actually walking over right now to chat with him and recording this intro. So I hope you guys enjoy this episode. A little bit different than anything we've done before, but interviewing a truck driver from Meguiar's. I thought that would be kind of cool and a little bit different of a show. So hope you guys enjoy this one. Here we go. The conversation that we're having. So if you're ready, what's your full name?
Tim Weaver.
Tim Weaver.
Meguiar, yeah.
Nice, perfect. So I'm here with Tim Weaver. He is one of two drivers on this particular rig.
Yes,
Would
sir.
this be like 001 or 002?
001.
001. All right. So one of two Meguiar's 18-wheelers that travels the country doing demo or doing shows, right?
Yes, yeah. We actually call this MTC because we call it a mobile training center.
Mobile training center.
Yes.
Cool. Okay. And you showed me before. So inside gosh, there's so much stuff I want to get into. But
Right.
let's start at the beginning. Where did it start for you with Meguiar's? Were you a truck driver before? Or how did all this?
Actually, getting involved with Meguiar's was through my uncle. My uncle used to work for Meguiar's for many years.
Okay.
And he
Was he a truck driver? Okay.
He drove the truck, and I coached high school girls basketball.
Okay.
And in the summers, the boss at the time over our department would actually hire me contract to go out and help a lot of the shows because I could drive the truck because I grew up on a farm and had license and everything, and was already capable of driving. And so I knew the job before I even actually went to work for Meguiar's full time.
Okay. And so you're the high school girls basketball coach and then doing this kind of thing on the side. When does it take over and become full time?
Okay. I actually got out of the coaching and opened my own pizza restaurant back in Oklahoma where I live.
Okay.
And
have you always lived in Oklahoma?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Born and raised. Still live there.
Yep.
And ended up opening a second restaurant and got them going. And my wife, she was an RN. She quit nursing. She started running the restaurants.
Wow.
I had a lot of free time.
What was it called?
Simple Simon's Pizza.
Okay. Cool.
But anyway, during that time in the summers, I do a little stock car racing too on the side.
Okay.
But other than that, Uncle Jim, they had a show that he needed help driving to that was kind of like us on this next trip, leaving here tonight and being in Chicago Wednesday. Mike would holler at me and he'd contract pay me to go help.
Okay.
And then I'd work the show and that'd save him find somebody from the office out of California, which actually saved him some money.
Okay.
And so I done knew the job. And then when my uncle retired off the truck, I actually didn't take the job, and they hired a couple other guys. And about halfway through the season, those guys didn't work out. You know how that can go. So they called me and asked if I'd help finish the year. So I was in a situation where I could because I was just doing restaurant stuff and racing, and my wife pretty much taking care of business. So anyway, it worked out where I helped him out. At the end of the year, he offered me the job. We talked about it, and 13 years later, I'm still here.
Do you still have the pizza restaurants?
Still have them also.
Okay,
yes.
So is your wife do that?
Yeah, she's still taking care of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So.
I'm so glad we did this. I love hearing people's story and all that. So that's super cool.
And in saying that, I done the job by myself for a year, and they
Yeah.
would just fly people out. Well, Mike wanted 2 people, which is our boss at the time.
Okay.
Wanted 2 people on the trucks.
Yeah.
So he asked. I said, well, if I'm going to live with somebody, basically more than my wife,
Right.
I want to have a say who's helping me. You
Yeah,
know? And,
good point.
And he honestly was very good and said, hey, man, you give me somebody that you think could do a good job for us, I'll interview him and see what we think. So I had a buddy, I've known Spike for like 28 years now.
Okay.
And we've been good friends for years, and we get along. I mean, when we're home, I'm even at his house a
Yeah,
bunch. You
okay.
know?
Yeah.
So I asked him, man, would you like to come travel, do this job? And he said, what? Yeah. He said, I think it'd be cool.
Wow.
So anyway, he interviewed with Mike, and now he's been here going on his 12th year.
Wow.
So
wow, and you're 13, so
yeah,
you did it
like
1
I said,
year.
I worked a year by myself, and Mike wanted 2 on the truck.
And that's got to be so much better to have someone else.
Oh, it's nice,
especially on a turnaround trip like this, right?
Yes, yeah, and this don't happen all the time, but it's like we was talking. Getting there, we got to get there Wednesday morning. We still got to wash the truck,
right,
and have it prepared to pull
Right.
inside before we get inside.
Yeah, let's get into that, because that's one thing I know now that I didn't know, that is you guys have to maintain these things, and these are painted trucks, and
yes,
they're black.
Yeah, it's a painted clear coat, just like your daily driver,
And I had a black Sprinter van, short
Right.
roof, for a little while, and maintaining it was a nightmare.
Right.
And now that doesn't even compare. How long are you?
We are right at 75 feet from front to tail.
It's a lot of black.
So that's a lot of black. Yeah,
A
lot of black.
But you guys, I was asking you a day or two ago, it's so interesting to me. You guys had to kind of strategically figure out where you're going to wash the truck, because fortunately or unfortunately, you're representing a car care brand.
Yes.
And you can't roll in with bugs and dust and dirt.
We've got to be clean everywhere we go, or try to be, And
so you really have to plan
yeah,
kind of where you're going to
Yeah.
clean it. But you have a fully contained
yes, we
kind
have
of
our,
detailing. You're
Yes.
almost like you're the
Mobile
training
detail.
center, but you're a mobile detailer for yourself.
Yes. Yeah, we have a 100-gallon water supply with ionized water tank, and so we do our own deal.
Pressure washer, foam cannon.
Yeah, the foam cannon,
everything.
the brushes. We don't do the trucks since we have the new paint job a couple years ago. We do not do the truck washes because
Right.
they will scratch the paint
Yep.
up. So we have our own brushes with the microfiber mitts and the whole deal that we use to be as safe as we can be on the paint.
So you and Spike.
Me and Spike, yeah.
So how long will it take? So you stopped in. We're in LA. You stopped in Barstow on your way out from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, northeast Oklahoma, right
He-
on the Arkansas line.
He lives
Yeah.
in Arkansas. You live in
Yes.
Oklahoma, right?
I mean, I can throw a rock and hit the Arkansas line. We live 20 miles apart from each other.
Cool.
So,
So you, as you come out from there, you got to figure out where to wash it.
Yeah.
Do you wash it do you rinse it just before? Do you do like a halfway through? Do you do a light rinse just to make sure it's not as difficult when you get here?
like I said, last week on about, let's see, we left home. Anyway, I made a phone call to the promoter out here, Mike.
Got it.
And asked him if there was a place to wash our truck when we got here to the convention center.
Yeah.
He said, no, there's no bays or any place you can sit and wash here. So,
Especially being in California,
right.
freaking water runoff and all
Right.
this.
So
ridiculous.
anyway, with everything, he said no. So we made our point. So we had to leave a day earlier from home so we could stop at Barstow, get the truck washed, and then time coming in here for
Right.
the LA traffic.
Right.
So
Man, that's a lot of
preparation.
A lot of prep.
Yeah.
Wow. So how long will it take you guys to wash this truck? Stop in Barstow.
We stopped in Barstow, and me and Spike doing it ourselves. It usually takes us a couple hours because,
Okay.
I mean, if we had to do it in a hurry, we could do it in an hour.
Yeah.
But we usually like do one half of the trailer.
Okay.
We'll take us a short break.
Yep.
Wash the tractor, take us a break.
Yep.
Do the other half, take a break.
Yep.
So in that, I'm saying a couple hours, we're
Okay.
usually done.
Yep. Wow.
So-
What's your least favorite part of doing maintaining the truck?
The tractor.
The
The
tractor,
front,
okay.
because of the bugs and everything.
Okay.
It takes a beating.
Got it.
It's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Washing the sides of the trailer and the tailgate, it goes pretty fast.
Okay. Yeah, I guess
But
because
the-
you got
the tractor's a lot
Do you
more.
ever do you need to do the roof? Do you
No.
ever never need to do the roof?
One,
Okay.
sometimes at the house during the summer when it's a nice day, I might get up there and just spray it off.
Just for
and
fun.
Just to get the runoff off
Right.
and so if you hit some rain, it don't streak it going down the road. So. But we try to keep it looking good, even going down the road. You know, there's times when we run through rain and stuff that we, you know,
you just run it through and you're like, this sucks.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
And then inside you have everything you need to set up for the straight show. You got the flooring, the racks, the product. You even one thing that was pretty trick that you even showed, because it's pretty tall, and I didn't know that they made like 2-story trailers essentially.
It's a stacker trailer.
It's
what they call
stacker trailer,
Yeah.
and I'm like so ignorant when it comes to anything having to do with trucks at all. Born and raised in Orange County.
There you go.
I probably couldn't even drive a truck. A 10-foot trailer is about the extent of my trailer knowledge. But I went in there and I'm like, oh wow, it's got kind of a drop ceiling. There must be a second floor. And then you showed me, you're like, yeah, and we even got this car lift in the back. So not only are you the training studio and the prop for the booth, you also maintain it, and there's a car lift in the back for your own, not your own car, but you get supplied with a car.
Yeah, we get supplied. Usually we have a Roush Stage 3 Mustang, 670 horse, 6-speed. We drive around.
Not bad.
Right now we're in between cars. We actually just got the company car, the little Toyota Yaris. So we got to have something because apparently, you know, our truck is the backdrop of our booth.
Right.
So we instead of getting an Uber or a taxi or anything, they provide us a car.
And the car is housed in the trailer.
We carry the car with us. So a lot of times traveling, if the hotel or something don't have a place to park the semi, we have to find a truck stop. We can unload the car, go to the hotel that night, come back, load the car, and head on down the road.
Right.
So,
what other cool features, or it's just so cool that I was just looking at the double doors off the side of the trailer. It's so crazy to me how thought out everything. I mean, even from you, like getting to the show, making sure you have a spot to wash it, everything seems so thought out. Is that just because of so many years of doing it, or
both? I mean, it's I learned a lot from my uncle because he had been through it, so I done had an idea what was going on, and you know. So
is there still things that happen even like at a show like here, a little bit smaller of a show? Are there things that pop up that you're like, oh, we need to do that, like change that next time, or is it pretty much all dialed in?
Yeah, no, I mean, this is the first time we've been to this event with the truck and stuff. Really, on this deal, I can't see a whole lot that needs to be changed as far as the truck preparation goes, as far as getting in and out of the building and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of these deals. I need to talk to. I didn't talk. This is one thing I've kind of dropped the ball on. I hadn't talked to my kid about getting our car in here as soon as possible to load in the truck, so we can hit the road. Because, like I say, we done got a room in Kingman, Arizona tonight. No matter what time we get out, we got to go to Kingman.
And how many miles is that?
That'll be a little over 5-hour drive, so a little over 300 miles tonight.
Okay.
After we get out of here.
And you got to pack the trailer. And you got some crew here, but do they stick around and help?
Yeah, they'll help us get loaded.
So you still got to, so not only do you work the show too, your list is getting pretty long here.
It's
work the show, then you got to pack it up, then you got to drive.
Yeah. And like I say, I done been on the phone this morning with Dale Minix that does the World of Wheels in Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
Trying to associate the latest time I can get to Chicago.
Got it. I think Barry's already there, or he's at Autorama.
He's in Detroit. Yeah.
He's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing the Riddler Award today.
The Riddler. Okay, yeah, I saw that. So will he join you?
No, he won't be at Chicago. It's a smaller show than Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you still got to get there either way.
We got to be there, yeah. So.
Wow. Is there any other cool, like, things that you think people would want to know? Or I know you were kind of like, you've done it so long, it's probably...
Well, I mean, it's a neat, people coming down the road. I mean, we see all the time in the mirrors people driving by with their cameras, video on the truck and taking pictures.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think we got the glorious job in the world, which it is a cool job. Don't get me wrong.
Seems like a lot of work though.
But people don't realize everything that happens in the background before we get here.
Right.
And the preparation it takes, and you get here, you get prepped. We're doing 10-hour days, standing on your feet, and then you got to tear down. And this don't happen every weekend that we have to make that many miles,
But when you do, it's a lot. Because you've been here, 4 days?
Yeah, we come in Wednesday afternoon.
Oh,
because
5 days? Yeah. So you've been here 5 days, you got to tear it down. and you're hitting the road right away.
Yeah, we got to leave tonight and be at Kingman, and then Monday we'll make a little over 1,000 miles. Tuesday the same thing, and then we'll pull in Wednesday morning in Chicago.
So where are you washing the truck? You can wash it
At Rosemont.
Okay.
There at the Civic Center. We can actually pull on the north side of their building and wash there.
So you'll wash it Wednesday morning.
Wednesday morning, pull in Wednesday around
Got
noon.
it. Okay.
And then we'll unload everything, and by Thursday night we'll be set up and ready to do it again.
Is this thing at the SEMA show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Is it outside?
Yes.
So do you dread shows that are outside?
Oh, well, it's a harder setup for us
Okay.
because we do the awning and stuff out there. We have a
So does
15-foot awning that goes as long as the truck.
Is it attached to those?
Yes, yeah, it has
Okay.
a bar that attaches here and a bar attaches to the top.
Okay.
Comes out.
Yep.
Then it has an extension that goes up to the front of the truck. So our awning's 75 foot long also. So it's
But everything else is pretty much the same then?
the bottom part is the same.
Okay.
The top part's the awning, and we only do the big inflatables twice a year. We do that at Bear Jackson and Scottsdale.
Got it. And those are
SEMA.
on the roof.
They're on the roof, and they're 30-foot inflatables. So they're
Holy
another
smokes.
30 foot. They wouldn't even fit in here.
Right.
You know. So
Yeah, because there's more than one of them too, right?
well,
Isn't
we
it a
have
whole
two
thing?
of the big ones.
Okay,
Yeah,
two of the big ones.
Yeah.
Gosh, I'm trying to think if there's any other things we talked about. How do you get more product? You usually have it shipped to shows.
A lot of times, like I was saying, I have a big shop at my house.
Yep.
If I can have it shipped where I'm coming through Oklahoma there, I have it shipped to my house and load it myself.
Okay.
If not, then like if there's these shows that's back to back to back, I'm always good for at least 2 shows.
Yeah.
But if we have a busy show, then on the 3rd show, I'll probably have to have stuff sent in. And I was already needing stuff sent to Chicago that was back ordered on this order before
Got
I
it.
come here.
Okay.
So.
And that's another thing. So now you got to take care of inventory too.
Yes, you got to do inventory also. Yeah.
Oh man. Well,
So-
I appreciate you taking the time to kind of
Hey,
talk. And
this
I
worked
think
out
this
good.
fun.
I enjoyed
This
it.
worked
Yeah.
out good. And
Yeah.
like I said, I try to make it,
Yep.
smooth and
So
I want
hopefully-
I want you to look like the rock star.
Oh yeah, but
you
it's
know?
it's a lot of fun. It really is. Like I say, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of headaches sometimes,
Yeah.
but overall, it's a very good job. I mean, I get to meet amazing people just like yourself.
Yeah. Well, no. Likewise.
And, get to see awesome cars.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got, just like yesterday, walking by over there, Chip Fussell signing
Yeah.
autographs. He
Yeah.
says, hey, how you guys doing? Gets up from signing autographs and
Oh,
shakes
wow.
our hands. And
Yeah, I get to
you
meet
know,
cool
so
people,
it's,
do cool things. And
I mean, over the past, helping Uncle Jim back in the day, the
Yep.
last 17, 18 years, I've got to know a lot of people in the industry.
what's your favorite kind of pizza?
My-
Like, what's your like? Do you make when you go to the pizza shop? Will you make like a custom pizza to yourself? Like, do you like
Yes,
barbecue chicken with pepperoni
I
or
usually
something
do.
like?
I like a stromboli. My stromboli I make the
Okay.
best. Pizza wise, I usually do either a Hawaiian with jalapenos on
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Uh,
I love pizza.
I love the all meat, and I always put extra
Yep. Everything.
cheese,
Yeah.
extra.
do you stack it? Do you make like multiple layers? Where you do like?
we do some double stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
And then I like the stuffed crust pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you like? I like my pizza a little more on the doughy side.
Yeah.
So I like it. Even my wife would say undercooked.
Right.
But I like it. Do you like? Do you like it when it's like cooked really well? Do you like it a little doughier?
If I'm eating thin crust, and I like thin,
Okay.
I like it crispy. If
Okay.
I'm doing the thicker dough, I like it just like you do. I like
Little
it a
soft,
little soft.
okay.
Yeah. And we make 3 different types. We do
Okay.
a thin,
Yep.
we do a thick, and we do a deep. So
So if someone's in, I always let people do their plugs at the end
Right.
of the shows, right? Of like how they could follow you on
Right.
social media. But and you're more than welcome. I don't know if the truck has its own Facebook page.
Meguiar's does.
Meguiar's
Yeah.
does. But if someone's in Oklahoma or Arkansas or close to, tell them where your pizza shops are at. How can they,
Okay.
go get some pizza?
Have one in Westville, Oklahoma, where I live,
Okay.
which is just a small little hick town, 1,700 people.
Yep.
But it's right there, 15 miles south of US 412
Okay.
of Siloam Springs, Arkansas. 25 miles straight west on 62 from Fayetteville, Arkansas. And then my other shop's in Lincoln, Arkansas, actually on 62.
Okay.
Right across the Oklahoma line, there's a little town called Lincoln. Same thing, little
Okay.
small town.
So if anyone listening, I don't know if this will happen, but if
Right.
anyone's listening, what should they say when they go in? that would make your wife or your employees laugh if they said it? So they go to the counter, they sit down at the table, however it is, and they order their favorite pizza. Yeah. What should they say?
They would say, hey, we heard your boss or owner on the Meguiar's talk show or whatever show you're called.
The detailing podcast, yep. Okay.
Said we was out there and we'd come through and just mentioned Tim with Meguiars.
Tim with Meguiars.
Yeah, and that's the owner.
All right, cool. So go get themselves a piece of pizza and tell them Tim sent them.
There you go. That'd work.
From California.
Yeah, there you go. That'd work.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Auto Detailing Podcast. Head on over to autodetailingpodcast.com for full show notes and links of everything that we've talked about today. And don't forget to check out our resources page for a direct link to all the products talked about not only on today's episode, but that I use in my day-to-day detail business. They have direct links so you can purchase and get free shipping right from that page. That's autodetailingpodcast.com. We'll see you on the next episode.